Welcome to The Chatter, your end of the week ear candy for what to eat, drink, see, and do in Richmond, Virginia, right damn now.
The Richmond experience is independently owned and created by locals, us, for locals, you. From recent openings and the latest trends to time-tested traditions and hidden gems, we're here to help you experience the very best that RVA has to offer.
Hi, I'm Paige, RVAX social media manager. I'm the face you see in front of the scenes on Instagram and TikTok, taking you to all the latest and greatest hotspots around town.
And I'm Kelsey, RVAX managing editor, working behind the scenes on your Wednesday and Thursday newsletters, the Weekly Insider and the Weekender, and City Guides.
Hey, Kelsey.
Hi, Paige. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm excited because as this is out, I'm on vacation.
Yes, you sound easy breezy. I knew something had changed about you, Paige.
Yes. As the listeners hear this, I would be wrapping up my week at the beach, and then you go to the beach.
And then I'm going to the beach. We're about to be the most relaxed people you've ever spoken to in your lives. We will have been just off of each of us beach vacation island time, essentially.
Yes. So where are you going?
I'm going to the Outer Banks. We usually do like a duck Corrales situation, but now we're going much farther. I feel like south, down, Hatteras, something like that.
You're going to Hatteras?
I think.
That's where I'm going.
Oh, maybe we'll see each other as we, pass.
Cross paths. Yeah.
Exactly. I think so. Like we're not going our traditional route of like the duck Corolla. We're going like, I think farther out.
Okay. I personally, so I've stayed, Kitty Hawk, Nags, all of that. But personally, I stay all the way down in Hatteras Village, like right where you can get on the ferry to go to Ocracoke Island. And I've also stayed on Ocracoke.
Oh, okay.
I like the seclusion.
Yes.
I like the simplicity of it. There's not that many restaurants. There are a few that we go to, but I like to cook. There are like some seafood places that we get fresh seafood and then we cook. I just love the like low key of it all.
Yes, I feel like that's sort of what we've had in mind for this particular version of this vacation because Duck is nice because it of course has like all the touristy things, and this is not the vibe that we'll be having this time. But also when you're going with like a group of people, we're going with like a group of people who all have kids.
Yep.
So like when it's a big group anyway, getting out to do any of that touristy stuff is difficult as it is.
For sure.
So I think we're going to lean into the low keyness of this new direction.
Do you guys cook or do you go out every night?
That's typically the plan. And what we've done in the past is like everybody kind of like trades off like cooking dinner one night so that it's not all on one person. Now, the thing is, I'm not an excellent chef, so there are going to be consequences of that sort of setup, but people understand. The pro of it though is that people don't have to cook every night. Everybody switches off. But we're kind of like you where it's like we might do like one nice dinner out or something, but we like to do grocery shopping.
Yep.
Benefit from the fresh fish in the area you can get and just sort of like make meals at home.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Are you doing friends or family?
We're doing friends. It's like a big group of our friends that we've tried this like a couple of times in a row now, and it's worked out wonderfully. I've done this sort of thing with my family also, and it also works out well, but this is what we've sort of been doing pretty regularly is this group of friends that's all going and kind of hanging by the beach. Everybody's on their own nap schedules, their own drinking schedules, everybody sort of do what you want to do and then pass each other and say hello in the kitchen, that kind of thing.
Yeah. So it's super low key.
Exactly. I was just going to say, what do you guys sort of like do? So you're saying like you guys do cooking most of the time at home too, but what is sort of like your vibe of what you do?
Yeah, we usually, so where we stay in Hatteras Village, there's like a couple restaurants that I have to go to, like Dinky's that I love and Breakwater. And then we always do an Ocracoke day. So we hop on the ferry in the morning and we head over there. We rent bikes for the day. And over there, I love Smacknally's, the fresh tuna sandwich. You know how I love a tuna sandwich.
I know. You're like the tuna sandwich spokesperson unofficially.
Yes. I love grabbing that. They have mimosas. It's fun. It's right on the water. And then I love going to Back Porch. Just a super fun restaurant. the bartender's the same year after year. It's like no time passes, which I think is so cool. There's so many cool, fun shops. So I'm just looking forward to it because we didn't know if this was going to happen this summer just because of the house and everything. So we just kind of planned this last minute. And I am very grateful.
Yes.
As you and I both know, we both need a vacation.
Yeah, we need to unplug and plug back in all of the working devices or the not working devices, and everybody needs to take a beat. So this is kind of like our version of a team summer vacation where we're going to sort of lightly step back, everybody go to the beach, and then come back and be ready for fall, basically.
I know. I think once I'm back, I'm going to feel like, okay, it's fall now. Like, and it's kind of right in the timeline of everything. It's back to school. So it's more organic that way for me, I think.
Yeah, I feel like it's a good, like a cutoff to the summer officially so that you can be like mentally ready for fall. Although I do have to say, Paige, I went over to Hardywood and I got my farmhouse pumpkin already. I've been dabbling.
Okay. How was it?
I mean, it was delicious.
I
It's
know.
so good. Like I can drink it any time of year. It's that good. But of course, it's best in the fall.
I know. Oh my, like maybe I should just pick up one for like a 4-pack or a 6-pack for the beach. Maybe
exactly,
that will like
sort of help you ease in.
Ease in.
I love this plan. That way you've got the best of both worlds where it's like you're on the beach, but if you want to sort of like, you know, have a taste of fall, you can do that too.
Yeah. We just went and stocked up on all of our wine for the trip.
Oh, okay. Fantastic. Oh yeah. You guys always go fully loaded with your wine supply.
I do. I mean, yeah, there are like shops and stuff that you could pop in, but I like, you know, I do a Costco run. I do a Total Wine run. We take a lot of wine.
Yeah.
But that's really what we drink, you know?
Right. It's understandable to go in with what you know you want to have and then sort of like supplement as you're there if you need to.
Yeah. But
makes sense.
I think we are both really ready and I'm there. So with some housekeeping with all of that.
Yes.
We will drop this episode will drop on Friday, September 6th, but we will not be in your earbuds the week of Friday, September 13th. We are going to skip that week and we will be back with you on Friday, September 20th.
Yes. And actually, as you're saying that, maybe that's better for us, Friday the 13th. Do we need to be podcasting on Friday the 13th?
True.
So this all works out perfectly.
Yes. We are skipping that day. Everybody have fun. Enjoy your weekend. And we'll be back with you on the 20th.
Yeah, when we're back from summer vacation, we will be talking to you about everything that we got to do and then everything that's coming up ahead.
Truly. And once we get back, I feel like it's go time.
I know. Like that's when it's like, especially for you in the social media landscape page where it's like things are moving and grooving. There's like holiday stuff coming up. Of course, fall things that we just talked about. It gets a little nutty this time of year.
It does because it like with this job, and I'm sure a lot of jobs, it ebbs and flows, right? And so beginning of summer was really busy, but then, you know, people go on vacation. It is extremely hot out. Everybody just wants to like chill for a minute. And then we go full steam ahead once September happens.
Right.
So.
There are pumpkins, there are turkeys, there are Christmas lights. I mean, there's no slowing down now.
Truly.
Right. I'm excited.
Me too.
Okay, well, with that, should we get into the meat of it, Paige?
Yes, take us to our first ad break.
Yes, we've got an ad break before we get into the real thick of it. This episode of The Chatter is powered by Lindsay Martin Photography, one of my favorites. We're heading into that time of year where you're likely ready to plan your family's holiday card and need a photographer who knows exactly how to capture your crew for just such an occasion. Lindsay Martin and her team of photographers are ready to help. Visit lindsaymartinphotography.com and click the reservation page link at the top of the homepage to schedule a full family session, a 20-minute micro session, or whatever else you'd like to have done. Lindsay works in a variety of locations near water, in fields with a cityscape in the background, and offers styling services too, so she can undoubtedly bring your vision to life. Follow her at Lindsay Martin Photography as well on Instagram to get another great look at her portfolio. And if you have any questions about what you want to get taken care of, drop her a line. She is very flexible, very easy to work with. I personally have worked with her for family photos each time I've had one of my babies, and I can't not fawn over the pictures even to this day, even though it was years ago at this point. Aww. She's just take such stunning pictures of your family. They're wonderful keepsakes. They would translate perfectly to holiday cards. And she's just very easy to work with. Her whole team over there produces such stunning results and is so like flexible and low key and casual. So it's just all around. It was an easy yes to advertise her business in this way and all that she does for families in the area. Because I personally, could talk about her for the entire episode.
Oh, I need to check out these photos.
Oh my gosh, she's the best. I actually found out about her originally through the Richmond experience before I had even, before I even started contributing for the Richmond experience, because I think Sam, the owner and CEO, had family pictures done at some point, and that's how I came across Lindsay Martin. And now she's like a family staple for me. I love her. You're gonna have to check them out for sure.
Full
you
circle.
And Holly could get nice family pictures too, Paige.
Yes, I think we need to. It's been a minute since we've had anything professionally done, and they're just always so nice to have.
I know, sort of like nice little milestones in your family.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's like you shouldn't just wait for the engagement. You shouldn't just wait for the new baby. You can just go get them right now.
Just go get nice like pictures done of the current stage that you're in, and then you can look back on that when you're at a new stage.
Yeah, I love it.
I highly recommend. Do it, everybody. Get her on your calendar as soon as you can.
Yes. All right. So what to eat, drink, see, and do in RVA this week. And I'm up for eat. So I think that you all should eat at any of the participating spots for RVA Brunch Weekend. RVA Brunch Weekend is happening Saturday, September 7th and Sunday, September 8th. But there is also a kickoff party on Friday, September 6th from 5:30 to 9 at Final Gravity Brewing Co. They're going to have food trucks, live music, and swag bags for the first 100 attendees. So you should go and get in line. And there's also going to be vendors, and a portion of beer sales will go to support the life-saving work at the Richmond SPCA. But on Saturday and Sunday, you can just enjoy brunch at one or more of the participating restaurants. So some include Brambley Park, Pinky's, Bar West, Hotel Green, Fall Line, SB's, Lakeside Love Shack, and Lolita's, but there are like so many more. But the whole purpose of this weekend is to raise money for the animals in need at the Richmond SPCA. And while I did some digging, I found out that they have raised over $126,000 for local charities since its inception. So
fantastic.
Yeah, it's a really cool thing. I've participated like the last 2 years. So this is like when, I get back from vacation on the Saturday, you leave on Saturday. Right. So I'm going to try and participate on Sunday, but you know how it is when you get back from vacation.
Right. You have to be as slow as possible. Brunch lends itself well to that kind of vibe, but it's still, it's still a plan. So it takes some, energy.
I know. I'm thinking about Pinky's. We could just walk there. Low key,
right in the neighborhood.
Walk in the morning, right in the neighborhood.
Ask you, in your experience with this particular event, is there a particular brunch spot you like to hit up, or like what's your order when you've gone in for brunch at any of these places before, Paige?
So I feel like the last 2 years, I've always gone to River City Roll.
Oh, okay.
And I don't think they're participating this year. I think Bar West and River City Roll are owned by the same folks. So I know this year Bar West is participating. And I think it's the same thing. We were like, let's just walk there.
Yeah, nearby.
I mean, it's so easy when you live in Scotts to just like pop over to one of these spots that are participating.
For sure.
But yeah, I mean, it's just a low key thing you can do that helps support
something delicious to eat while you're at it too. And Pinky's also, like, I feel like you can go over there for anything and it's a great vibe, especially as the weather is starting to kind of like cool off a little bit. They've got like a nice patio out there,
right? Yeah.
Nice patio. If you're not into that, eat inside, but generally the menu is delicious no matter what. So like you can't really go wrong if you're over there.
Yeah. And I love how they have like the garage doors. So it's always like easy breezy in there.
Yes.
So
yeah.
I'm thinking if we go, it's going to be that on Sunday, but I don't know how much coverage we're going to give this on Instagram or social media. So just get out there, participate. We love it. We've done it for a couple years. So
just want to make sure people know if you don't get to it on Instagram, basically.
Yes.
Fantastic. Great recommendation, as always.
Yeah. And then I'm also going to take us into drink. So I think that you should drink a coffee, wine, beer, or NA bevy at Afterglow. Another Scots staple for me.
Right.
I,
We could
you
do like a
know,
Scott's Edition based episode, I feel like, Paige, now that you're talking about this.
truly, I mean, it's just where I spend a lot of my time.
I know. You would be the go-to expert. We'll have to put that in our notes. Like maybe we discuss this later down the line.
That would be fun, like do neighborhood episodes.
Right. Yeah. Cute.
Yeah,
Okay. Oh,
I
yeah.
like
Okay. We
it.
won't reveal too much. We'll keep you
Yeah.
guys in suspense.
But Holly and I stopped by this past Friday to kind of kick off the weekend for some caffeine and some wine.
Mhm.
So I snagged their day sipper, and it's like a delicious coffee and tonic situation.
Okay.
I wish I remember everything about it, but I think essentially it's just a coffee tonic. Love that.
Sure.
Bubbly,
The
refreshing.
basic details are good enough for people to
Yeah.
go figure it out.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Holly grabbed a cold brew, and then we were just going to grab a glass of wine, but I was just talking to the staff and they were like, "It's happy hour, Paige, free corkage." So I'm like,
Right.
"Okay,
What is
twist
this?
my arm."
Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, go for the bottle.
So yeah, happy hour is Wednesday through Sunday from 3 to 5. So they have free corkage on wine and $2 off any beer, wine, and spirits. So such a cool spot. I work there a lot. We've met there before. On top of that, they also have Nate's Bagels. We're big fans.
Oh, of course.
They have a rotating list of pastries from Birdie's, Sugar and Twine. So yeah, truly a gem in Scott. So if you need a coffee, if you need a pick me up, even if you just need a bottle of wine, they have wine to go as well, like a retail. But yeah, so you can visit afterglowcoffee.com/cafe for their current menu and offerings. And then if you want to give them a follow on Instagram, it's afterglow_coffee. And they usually have some like wine tastings. And they're free. So those
Mhm.
usually are on Friday. So they're just nice to pay attention to.
Yeah, fantastic. They're also another one of those ones that I feel like I always think of in this time of year who does like very fun seasonal things as like fall kicks up. So this is another good reminder for people to keep tabs on them as we head into, spooky season and all of that. Because traditionally they have like some good stuff in that realm as well.
Yes.
Fantastic. Great recommendation, Paige. Okay, well, with that, I'm doing see and do this week. And for C, I am saying go see one of your favorite or your friend's favorite NFL teams play at River City Roll or Bar West, speaking of, or elsewhere. Regular season for the NFL kicks off on Thursday, September 5th, and there are many spots around the city that get in on the action with viewing parties and menu and drink specials. And two that are always on our radar are River City Roll and Bar West. River City Roll is offering a pitcher of roll pills and a cheese or pepperoni pizza for $20. And
Such a good deal.
Oh my gosh. I mean, that alone is good enough. But then Bar West is offering a pitcher of Beer West and a pound of mini wing flats for $20. And this is during like college and NFL games because college football season actually kicked off on August 24th.
Mhm.
So no matter what football you're interested in, they've got great deals when you go watch a game. But if somehow neither of those options suits your fancy, we have an entire guide dedicated to the best of the best football deals and sports games deals around the city. Hey there, sports fans, the best places to catch a game. I'll include the link in our show notes. But that's like a really good way. We update that every year around this time to ensure that all the deals are, up to date and renewed and available for you.
Mhm.
But that way, if you're not necessarily into the RCR or the Bar West offerings, you've got plenty of options. I know this is a very important time of year for many people, and American football and sports in general are very important to our nation's culture, but drinks and snacks are very important to my culture.
Amen to
And
that.
yes. And so that's how I'm contributing to the cause around this time of year with the big football men and women who are very interested in the game specifically. So if you go to rivercityroll.com or if you follow River City Roll on Instagram at River City Roll, or you can go to barwest804.com or follow at barwest.804 on Instagram, you can sort of like stay more up to date with what they've got going for them or review any of the details that we just mentioned. But generally speaking, great options for starters. And then if you need more info, we'll also include our roundup of other places that you can go, because there are tons on tons.
Yeah. And like to mention this deal though, like there is a punch card that you can grab at
Yes.
either Bar West or River City Roll. And I think there's 5 punches. So if you get all 5, you end up either getting a free pizza at River City Roll or a free pound of wings at Bar West. So
yeah, it sounds like an easy sell too, because there's so many games across the entire season. So you could easily do this.
Yeah. Goals.
Get out there, people. Go watch the games. Even if you're like me, where again, you're maybe just there for a Taylor Swift sighting again this season.
I was just going to say that. I mean, I'm just there for, the chicken sandwich or, the wing.
Snacks, the fashion. What is our girl going to wear for the first Chiefs game? I am interested to know.
Truly, me too.
Yeah. So get out there. There are good deals all around. And, that deal in and of itself is a deal. And then you can get another deal off of that deal. So get out there, enjoy the games, enjoy the snacks, enjoy the drinks. I'm rooting for you, whatever you decide to do.
Go sports.
Go sports. Good job, guys. And then for Do This Week, I'm saying you should go celebrate Richmond's vibrant arts community with Richmond Performing Arts Alliance. In honor of Dominion Energy Center's 15th anniversary, its resident companies and other local artists are putting on a day of free hands-on activities, art making workshops, lectures, demos, and performances. You can go for the whole day or just drop in at any time that works best for you. Orgs like the Department of Parks and Rec, the Richmond Ballet, the Richmond Symphony, and a whole lot more are participating. And you can get more info on participants and the event itself by visiting the show notes and plan your day accordingly. This event happens Sunday, September 8th, starting at about 1 p.m. and then happens at the Dominion Energy Center itself. But they've got all the details at that link. And I kind of just like in thinking about suggesting this to people was thinking this is kind of what Richmond is all about, like afternoon long events that emphasize the community and artists and local organizations that make us as a city thrive. So especially, again, everything calls back to the weather too. It's like a beautiful day to get out and about in the community. And especially if like these organizations are putting on a party for you, you barely have to lift a finger, just go enjoy.
I know. It looked like such a nice event. So
it's a good time and good organizations all involved. We, of course, also love the RPAA too. They put on lots of great events all year long. And then this, with their hands on this one, that it's going to be good just because of that. So highly recommend for multiple reasons, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely.
All right, guys. Well, that's a wrap. So thanks for listening, Richmond. And by the way, there's more where that came from. Joining the Richmond experience as a member is the best way to stay in the know about what's going on in RVA.
Not to worry, we refuse to sell your info or bombard you with ads, but we do charge a small annual membership fee of $39 a year to fund our team so we can keep doing this awesome work. Plus, a portion of each annual membership purchase for the Richmond experience goes to rotating nonprofits each month. That's like $1 per week to get an all-access pass to the best of RVA and lift up local orgs. It's a really, really good deal, friends. And listen, what are friends for? Anyway, use code CHATTER to get $10 off your first year's subscription.
Give us a follow on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook at The Richmond Experience, and on Instagram at The Chatter and RVA too. And if you enjoyed this episode, send it to your buds and rate, review, and subscribe.
And if you want to keep up with each of us, you can find me at Kelsey Heinz's Typing on Instagram.
And me, Sips and Trips with Paige on Instagram.
Chat with you next week, RVA.